Hello, friends. This is Dave Hurwitz, executive editor at ClassicsToday.com, here with another in the endless series of Dave's Faves. I think this is number 61, if I'm not mistaken. This is another collection. You may recall that I recently, actually it was yesterday if you're in real time, did a little chat about that fabulous Ansermet disc of music by Ravel and Honegger and Decca, and it also had some Chabrier and Debussy. Really a wonderful collection of French music. Well, today we're going to talk about a similar collection, only of American music. And it's this one, Neville Marriner and the Academy of St. Martin in the Fields. A really, really wonderful disc. I love this disc. It's absolutely fabulous. One of the best things Marriner did. Marriner did really good contemporary music. He was known, of course, for doing like little Baroque and classical thingies. But when he did contemporary music, they really, really did it well, he and that group, which is not surprising. Quite frankly, people should always be good at contemporary music because they're contemporary people. Right? I mean, there's no excuse for not doing contemporary music well if you are a contemporary of the music in question. It's your stuff. And this is one of those terrific examples. The contents of the disc are, naturally, the Barber Adagio for strings. I mean, you have to have that. And then Charles Ives' Third Symphony, which is given an absolutely gorgeous performance. A beautiful, sensitive, light and transparent and beautiful. Oh, it's just wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. And then Copland's Quiet City for English horn, trumpet, and strings. A beautiful lyrical work that's actually became fairly well known, but not when this was recorded. But in those days, Copland was Fanfare for the Common Man and Appalachian Spring. But this is really a lovely, lovely work. And then we have Henry Cowell, his hymn and fuguing tune number 10 for oboe and strings. Now, Cowell did a whole series of hymn and fuguing tunes for all kinds of ensembles, but a bunch of them were written for orchestra. I think there are 18 of them in all. The hymn and fuguing tune was the original project of William Billings, an American or New England colonial Bostonian church music composer. And Cowell took that style up and adapted it in a wonderfully contemporary way. These are delightful pieces. Somebody should record a series of a bunch of them. I have suggested it. It would be lovely. So Henry Cowell, who is really a genius and a very interesting composer. And then Paul Creston, A Rumor. A really fun piece of music. When a little bit of theme gets sort of tossed from one batch of the orchestra to the other as they all contemplate the rumor, which is the thematic substance of the piece. It's only it's like 5 and a bit minutes long. It's delightful. Absolutely delightful. So this disc is one of my favorites. American music collections. And as I said before, one of the wonderful things about collections like this, and I do plan on talking about a lot more of them, is that they provide a gateway, an entree into the world of all of these composers who you wouldn't ordinarily be listening to. And you can listen, and if you like what you've heard, you can follow your own interest down all of these individual and multifaceted pathways and get to know some really fine music that you would never otherwise hear. But not all collections are this well planned or this well played. This is on Decca. They re-released it as a Decca original. See, a little blue originals. It was an original right there. Is it still available? Probably not. One of the problems with collections is that they tend not to stay in print. And the reason that they don't stay in print is because their primary interest is music. And music does not stay in print. If it's a famous artist or some other gimmick, it'll stay in print. But if the interest is purely intelligent repertoire and superiority of performance, it's doomed. That may sound cynical, but frankly, it's the truth. I'm sorry to say. That's what happens. So if you can find this, you should have it. You should have it, and you will enjoy every single item on it. Maybe not equally well, but of course the other virtue of a collection is that you don't have to listen to the bits you don't like, and you can do more with the bits that you do. It's all up to you, but I adore this recording, and it's one of my favorites. It always has been since the day it was issued. A brilliant, wonderful, sensitive, beautifully done collection from top to bottom. So keep on listening, friends. Thank you so much for joining me. Take care.